Let you know. Shalom. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath, family. Big G bar. Becky gets clapped. What do we do now? Becky gets clapped. What do we do now? Shalom, craving wisdom. Happy Sabbath. Princess Tisa Hadassah. Yeah. Yeah. What y'all think about Shalom, Grace? Shalom, Grace. Grace. Gospel Grace. Gospel. I'm going to start calling her Gospel Grace. Gospel Grace. Tisa Hadassah. Let's get it. Yeah, man. How was everybody's week? How was everybody's week, man? You know, I started my school this week. It was pretty cool. No complaints. Learned a lot. Learned more than what I expected. A very great program. Excited. 11 weeks, 10 more weeks to go. Went by quick. I don't know how my name got changed. I had to update it. Esau changed your name? What you change your name to? Like, you're saying that was in your name? But yeah, man. How y'all feel about? I haven't really been keeping up with the news like that. I seen a little Esau, little Sheedomite got clapped up. Talk about that. We're gonna talk about Trump kidnapping people. DJ Trump is kidnapping other leader. That's crazy. He got kidnapped. He kidnapped there's a dude's name Adoro. He kidnapped him in front of the whole world. It's crazy. How was your week? Mine was as normal as can be. Many things jumping off in the Jacob's trouble. Yeah. Trump, we're gonna go over that. Jacob's trouble. We're gonna go over that a little bit. How Trump is trying to take over the Americas. He's trying to take over the Northern Kingdom. Colombia, Mexico, Venezuela, Cuba. Shalom, Deborah Alexander, 1398. Happy Sabbath. Andrea, Shabbat Shalom. It was just grace, but then I had to update it, so I don't know. Okay. That's always good to see. He really did kidnap that man. Me and my mom were talking about that. Yeah, he kidnapped him. They try to say captured. He kidnapped him. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pop off with that. I got a video. Let me see. Let's pop off with that first. Then we're going to get into Becky gets clapped. The Edomite, Shedomite got hit with a dynamite. The Edomite, no, the Shedomite, no, she was a Shedomite sodomite. A Shedomite sodomite get hit with a dynamite. All right, let's get it.
Images of the daring U.S. military raid to capture and extract Nicolas Maduro and his wife. President Trump saying several American pilots were wounded, bleeding, but kept flying. And where President Trump says Maduro and his wife were captured, that they didn't have time to close the steel door to their safe room. And tonight, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth on what Maduro's wife said as helicopters were closing in. Martha Raddatz and what she's learned tonight.
Tonight, dramatic new video of that dangerous mission to seize Maduro.
See, it says to seize Maduro. It's fair use at that. Let me say that. Let's keep going. We watched a witness a kidnapping. This man got kidnapped in front of the whole world by the wicked man.
Injured U.S. helicopter pilots. Explosions lighting up the hillside around Maduro's heavily fortified compound in Caracas. Wow. As U.S. warplanes blasted Venezuelan air defenses early Saturday morning. U.S. forces knocking out power to parts of the city, allowing them to move in total darkness. A dozen U.S. Special Operations helicopters flying just 100 feet above the ground, moving in over the compound, firing miniguns and rockets at multiple targets.
Look, so they said they knocked the lights out. They knocked the lights out. Moved in with them damn night vision goggles. Shot from, they said they shot with machine guns and little rockets or missiles or something. That's crazy.
You can see in the video what appears to be small arms return fire or an RPG streaking wildly through the sky. A U.S. helicopter was struck during the operation. President Trump saying pilots were injured and bleeding, but continued the mission. Inside the compound, the Army's elite Delta Force team moving in. They had built an exact replica of Maduro's compound and practiced the raid for months.
You see that? They said they built a replica of his compound and was practicing for months. This is the lengths they'll go to get you. Esau, the man of war. That's how you know he's Esau. We're gonna get some precepts on that too, about how this man is a man of war. He said they built his compound. That's how you know they be having spies up in there. You know, they did the same thing to Bin Laden too. That's how they got him. If you look into that, they did the same thing. And they did that to the homie, what's his name from Chicago? Freddie, I think Freddie Gray. Not Freddie Gray. Fred Hampton, I think. The Black Panther. Remember they was asking for the layout of his house and they shot it up, the little cops. They shot it up. They was asking where his room was. So Esau is the devil.
A covert CIA team tracking Maduro's every move right down to what he ate. Secretary Pete Hegseth.
He said they tracked down everything from what he ate. See, take notes of this, y'all. Take notes of what this devil be doing. He be telling on himself. So they knew what he ate. And this is a president of another country. See?
Today, saying Maduro and his wife unaware of what was happening until minutes before.
Nicolas Maduro got to meet some great Americans wearing night vision goggles 3 nights ago. He didn't know they were coming till 3 minutes before they.
Esau, they in there making jokes about it. They're in there bragging, laughing, making jokes. They ain't gonna be making jokes when the Black Messiah get up on them though.
You're right. In fact, his wife said, "I think I hear aircraft outside."
Those special operations forces coming under heavy gunfire by Maduro's security, grabbing Maduro and his wife as they headed for a safe room moments before they could close a steel door behind them.
The safe place is all steel. and he wasn't able to make it to the door because our guys were so fast.
Cuba saying 32 Cubans were killed before U.S. forces rushed Maduro and his wife into the helicopters, flying them out to a ship at sea. Some 200 U.S. forces took part in the operation. The extraction team on the ground only a short time, with no U.S. lives lost.
Yeah, you see the pride of the devil? You see the pride of him? He got a lot of pride. That devil got a lot of pride. Let's get a scripture. Let's go to his book. His book, Obadiah. Obadiah 1 and 5. No, let's start at 3. Because you see all that pride they got. He was basically like, yeah, nobody can stop us. And it's making jokes. So it says, the pride of thy heart had deceived thee. Right? Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's them. That's them. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. So I'm going to get another video. I'm going to come back to, I'm going to get verse 5, but I want to show you guys another video. I'm going to show y'all another video. She said the Black Messiah is not like us. We be playing. He won't exactly. We might let him off the hook. We're going to let him off the hook. We're going to be like, all right, Esau, just don't come back around here no more. Don't come back around here no more. Black Messiah, he going to be like, nah, he's snatching their damn spine out their back. I'm like, damn, okay, we just going to let him slide down the street, back in the clefts of the rocks. But Messiah is like, nah, they ain't slide nowhere. I'm unaliving them. I'm unaliving. What part do I want? Let me see. Okay, let's get. Damn. Oh, let's get this one. Let's get Esau. Well, look at this. Look what Trump say about him trying to steal. Okay, they kidnapping folks. They stealing land. They shooting people. They doing all type of wickedness. All type of as the bandit that they are. Watch this.
Are you thinking of giving people in Greenland to get them on board with a possible U.S.
I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way.
He said, if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way. That's a gangster right there. He was like, look, I'm trying to negotiate with you with a messed up deal at that. If you don't take this messed up deal, which is going to be worth peanuts, we're going to do it the hard way. I'm just going to take it anyway. So take these peanuts in your life, or you're just going to lose your life. That's what he said. I translated it for him, for you guys. Watch. Look what he said.
And we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way. We're not going to have Russia or China occupy Greenland, and that's what they're going to do if we don't. So we're going to be doing something with Greenland, either the nice way or the more difficult way.
What? He said we're going to do it the nice way or the difficult way. Either way, we're getting it. Either way, we getting that land. Either way, he said we getting it. DJ Trump. Let's watch that. Let me hear that one more time. Hold on. I don't think you guys heard what he said. Listen to what he said.
How much money are you thinking of giving people in Greenland to get them on board with a possible U.S.
I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way. We're not going to have Russia or China occupy Greenland, and that's what they're going to do if we don't. So we're going to be doing something with Greenland, either the nice way or the more difficult way.
How much?
He said the nice way or the hard way. So he basically telling them, like, look, we're taking it regardless. This is Esau. This is America being that Babylon, that you read in the Bible, that hammer where they ain't playing. They ain't playing. They ain't playing. Let's get another one. Look at this. They're trying to take over the whole Western Hemisphere. That's what they're trying to do. Greenland. They already got Venezuela. You talking about I'm gonna run Venezuela. They about to take Colombia, Mexico, everything. This man ain't playing. Oh, this is called the. Hold on.
I remember hearing about the Monroe Doctrine in grade school. Monroe Doctrine. You probably remember.
Don't believe the hype on
hearing about the Monroe Doctrine in grade school. We have entered the era of the Donroe Doctrine. You probably remember hearing about the Monroe Doctrine in grade school. But President Trump is now referring to the Donroe Doctrine. What is that? Well, the State Department tweeted, "This is our hemisphere." And White House advisor Stephen Miller told me that this is the U.S. exerting its superpower dominance over the hemisphere.
The United States is using its military to secure our interests unapologetically in our hemisphere. We're a superpower, and under President Trump, we are going to conduct ourselves as a superpower.
That includes apparently the U.S. taking Greenland if it wants, which Stephen Miller says Trump wants. You might remember the Monroe Doctrine dates back to 1823 when President James Monroe asserted that, quote, "The American continents are henceforth not to be considered as subjects for colonization by any European powers," unquote, meaning any new effort by European powers to exert influence or control in this hemisphere would be seen by the United States as a security threat. Now, the U.S. didn't have much of a navy back then, so it wasn't really taken particularly seriously until the 20th century when the Monroe Doctrine was invoked by Presidents Teddy Roosevelt and John F. Kennedy and Ronald Reagan and now, of course, Donald Trump. Now, the Donroe Doctrine does seem to be a bit more offensive and less defensive than the way it was asserted by President James Monroe, saying that the U.S. can and will do whatever it wants to do in Venezuela, or, as President Trump has said,
he said they can and they're going to do whatever they want, whenever they want, however they want. That's why he got the Department of, I think he changed the Department of Defense to the Department of War, I think, something like that, to where he basically said they're not going to be on defense no more. They're on offense. And it's just been a year since Trump been in office, and he already made a lot of moves. It's going to be, he got 3 more, right? So he's moving real fast and trying to accomplish a lot by his term.
Mexico, or possibly Colombia, or possibly Cuba, or possibly Greenland. We should also note that in the White House's national security strategy from November, the White House asserted a Trump corollary to the Monroe Doctrine, which also asserted goals beyond just this hemisphere, including expanding to the Indo-Pacific when it comes to navigation and supply chains, including preventing any adversaries from dominating in the Middle East, and ensuring U.S. technology leadership in AI and biotech.
So basically just telling you how they're trying to just just take over everything. Esau being Esau. Let's get into some scripts before we go into the Becky getting clean-napped. Becky getting clean-napped. Let me see. Where were we at? So now back to this is Obadiah verse 5, because Esau is stolen, but he will never be satisfied. So verse 5, if these came to thee as robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? So don't you got enough, Esau, or America, Babylon? Don't you got enough? But he's talking about he want the Dunn Road Doctrine and the hemisphere. He wants the oil, because he used up all his damn oil that he stole. Now he wanted to use theirs. He want to take, they said, the Americas. And then if he take the America, he still ain't gonna be happy. He gonna want to take over the whole damn world. Russia, China. He want everything. He want the moon. He want Mars. He want Jupiter. He want everything. So he will never be satisfied. That's how the Most High programmed him. Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Right? Will you not leave? Somebody bring to your house, they ain't gonna wipe you out. They come in, they looking for the safe. They looking for the safe. They might smack you in the head or something. Where's your money at? They don't want your refrigerator. They don't want your couches. Esau come, he's taking everything. He wants your carpet. Esau, he'll break into your house, wipe it out. He'll look down at the carpet and be like, I want the carpet too. He gonna take the carpet. Then he gonna be like, I want the dirt. I want the foundation. I want everything. I want your life. Yeah. So look, let's go to the law. Esau said, I want your life. Then after he gets your life, he still wants you. Like Emmett Till, he can go to his grave or whatever memorial and shoot his graveside up, man. He still ain't happy. I've been dead 50 years. You still go shoot my grave up. He's never satisfied, man. Deuteronomy 19:14. Ain't that something? This man is never satisfied with him. You've been dead 50 years, and he want to go and he'll go blaze up go shoot up your grave or your memorial. Like, dang, dude, I've been dead 50 years, bro. Let me chill. Let me rest. But look, Deuteronomy 19, verse 14. Thou shalt not remove thy neighbor's landmark. This is a law, commandment. It says thou shalt not. This is what they're guilty of too. Remove thy neighbor's landmark, which they of old time have set in thy inheritance, which thou shalt inherit in the land that the Lord thy God give thee to possess. Even though that was written to us, but it still applies. But they've been moving. They done stole so much. They done stole so much damn land. You don't know who the land belonged to. But they trying to take Asher's land, Issachar's land, Manasseh's land, Gad, Reuben. Esau, take your ass back to the mountains. But he just trying to go out with a bang. Oh, you see how they kidnapped old boy. We're gonna prove Esau is Esau. Esau is the white man, your friendly neighborhood white man. Why you think he was able to kidnap this man in front of the whole world and nobody did nothing? Why you think? Damn, what the hell? Hold on. Yeah, why you think he was able to do that? Man, this damn look, so like I said, why you think he was able to kidnap old boy and nobody did nothing? Because Genesis 27:40, and by the sword shall thou live. Because this man is blessed with the sword. He lived by the sword. And everybody know they got to be careful of this devil, right? They got to be careful. You know, nobody's really scared of him, but they know he's blessed with that sword. This dude went into a dude backyard into another country. They got him out in 3 hours. Kidnapped him and his wife on a helicopter. They went down on the helicopter, picked him up on the helicopter, and flew off. This man is blessed with the art of war, and shall serve thy brother. That's all the part we want, is that the man is blessed with the sword. And we could jump to 41. Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. So, you know, if you don't know, the Medora on them, those are the northern kingdom, right? And they was blessed with oil, with a fruitful land. And Esau, he says, hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. He hated them because their land is blessed. And he sucked all the oil out of this land, of the land that he stole. He used up his oil, and now he's trying to take somebody else's oil that he think is eating pickings. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then when I slay my brother. So he's like, man, nobody can stop me. I must just go there with my little helicopters, kidnap them, put a puppet in there that got my interest, and give me all the oil. That's how you know this Esau, man. That's how you know. That's how you know we right. That's why in Obadiah it says, who shall search them out? It says Esau, who shall search out his ways? The Bible is going to search out your ways. It tells you about them perfectly. Nobody else will match it up to him. Let's go to Micah. Let's go to the book of Micah. Two and 1. Woe, which means destruction, to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. You see, they got that dude in the middle of the night. In the middle of the night, they've been planning that. They said they made a copy of his compound. They was thinking upon that for a while, practicing how to breaking. They was practicing. See, they do large scales. They try to get Jake, our little brother, knucklehead brothers, breaking and entering, robbery. When you guys is making blueprints of somebody's house, copies of it, actual copy, that takes carpentry, engineering, all type of. That's a lot of money too, to make a replica of his house so you could practice breaking into it. That is wicked as hell. So it says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. See, it's in their power. They got the greatest military. They like, who can stop us? Who can bring us down? It's talking about your neighborhood friendly white man. And they covet fields. In this case, they covet oil fields. The oil fields. They want that oil. And they take them by violence. It was not violent what they did. Said they killed they knocked off 20 Cubans. Probably more than that. So they took over Venezuela by violently in houses, and they take them away. So they oppress a man in his house and even a man in his heritage. They're going to oppress the Venezuelans. Some of them were celebrating that he got took, but they don't know. Just like with who's that, Libya with Gaddafi. They said that place ain't been the same since they did the same thing to him. Took it by violence, and it's been bad ever since. It says, let's get verse 3. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. That's all we wanted. So yeah, it's talking about Esau, your neighborhood friendly white man. What part do I want? Hold on real quick. Let me see something. But yeah, man. It's bad out here. Oh yeah, that's what I want. I was looking at something. But look at this. Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief. So Esau, a wicked man, cannot sleep. He can't go to sleep unless he's done some wickedness. I bet you Trump slept good after that. Oh, you got him? You captured him? He said he watched it live too. After they captured him, he probably was like, I think they got him like 3 o'clock in the morning. After he watched it, he probably, I can go to sleep now. They got him. Let him go to sleep. And their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. If they don't cause them no wickedness, somebody to fall, they're sleepless. So that's letting you know how they get down. So that's like their medicine. Their medicine is causing mischief. They sleep good when they cause mischief. Think about that. Look, let's read 17. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. Wow. Damn, what the hell? I'm tripping. I hope. Oh man, I don't think I shared it. I was reading. I knew something was funny. Oh, Micah 2:1. I was reading Micah book. See the book chapter verse. I was reading Micah 2:1. Let me just go back to that. That thing messed me up. It was Micah. I was reading Micah 2:1 and Proverbs 4:16. Let me just go back to it real quick. I knew something was funny. I'll go to it for you, sis. This is why I was reading. Micah 2:1. I read, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. In verse 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. So that's what I read, Micah 2:1. Then I went to Proverbs 4:16 right here. For they sleep right here. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. Then verse 17, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. So that's why I thought I shared it, but I didn't. But boom. There we are. Read this comment. It should sound like their ancestors. Sound like their ancestors' history repeating itself. Exactly. Goes in a circle. Your neighborhood friendly white man is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of. The Most High heart and 47 heart, like he did Pharaoh. Right. Yep, heart in his heart. Shalom. Yeah, that's crazy. Kidnapped in your own home. And as a president, though, he's a president. How you gonna be a president? That's crazy. That show you how much power they got and how they caught him off guard. You know, that's not no easy task what they did. You kidnap a president and his wife in his own country. You know how hard that is? That is crazy. So they really flexing. America's really like Trump is really flexing. That's why he did it. That's why that's that Monroe or no, the Monroe doctrine, all that stuff. He's really flexing out here. He's showing he's like, look, you guys, we got it out here. You know, the only person that's gonna be able to take us down is the Messiah. He's flexing. America's powerful because that's not easy to go kidnap somebody in their own country. That's wild. In 3 hours. He has been working on that for a while. See, Venezuela, when they pulled up on their little on the shores, they should have just went all out. I would have just went all out. You know, they should have just went all out because you just let him sit there with his ships and stuff and line your ass up. And now he took you, and God knows what they doing to him and his wife. You know, they separate. You don't know if your wife is safe or not. You know, they probably smacking her up and stuff. Like, come on, I would, man. Me and my red man. I'm like, look, imagine somebody. Okay, you're at your house. You look outside, and they're parking outside your house, and they're there for months. Man, we're gonna be like, man, we probably should just go all out. We might just go out blazing. You know. I know he regret that now. He's all chained up in the cold. Where they got him at? New York? They need to put him in New York. I don't know where they got his wife at. And, you know, I know he's like, dang, I should just went all out. But he was scared. You know? And he can't say, like, you're scared of the UN. And obviously America don't give a damn, right? They don't follow no rules. They wanted that oil. Wicked from the womb. Yep, wicked from the womb. Shalom, Nef the kingdom. Bro said I'm actually in Minneapolis at the moment. Edomite's going crazy. Yeah, I might get into that. Yeah, Becky gets clapped. Becky got clapped, bro. What they out there protesting? Super rogue president, just kidnapping president. No one is safe. The devil's on his job for sure. Maybe offered the people money like they said they may offer Greenlanders 10,000, 100,000 each. Yeah, I heard about that. The Denmark people. I mean, they might as well take it because he gonna take it anyways. You know, he gonna take it anyway. He might as well. They underestimated that he was going to do that, right? But still, though, you know, you never can trust the devil, though. You know, if he's on your lawn, in your backyard. So he ain't sitting there for no reason. You know, like they say. I mean, they got the same with the snake. With the lady, she had the snake for a pet. And the lady took the snake to the vet, right? And the vet was like, oh, something's wrong with my snake. He haven't eaten in months. And the vet was like, you know, nah, he's actually lining you up, getting his belly ready. He's fasting so he could eat you. So they ain't sitting out there for no reason. I mean, the dude Maduro, I know you got war generals in your cabinet that can tell you that, like, look, you know, you messing with a snake here. You feel me? America do what they want. Yeah, they're just living up to prophecy. You feel me? Like she said, Jacob's trouble. Right, she got pop in that face. He wants Panama due to canal. Oh, yeah. Yep, he do want that too. I forgot about that. Panama has no military and just sitting. He said already that is his goal. Okay. Let's get into the topic or the title. Becky gets clapped. So I didn't really pay attention to this too much. What's her name? Renee Good. Nicole Good. So let's get into the video. Where's it at? So I guess they're going back and forth. It's white on white crime. So I don't give a damn. So it says warning, graphic content. Get the kids out the road. Get the kids out the road.
No! Shame! Shame! Oh my God! What the fuck? What the fuck?
Dramatic video purportedly shows the moment an ICE agent fatally opened fire.
That scared me. I never saw a white woman shot in my life. Hey, how y'all feel about this? Who you think is wrong? Was she wrong or was he wrong? See, it don't got nothing to do with us. We just sit on the sideline. There's no right or wrong answer. I'm asking y'all, who y'all think is wrong? Let's watch it again, though. I'm going to play it through.
No! Shame! Shame! Oh my God! What the fuck? What the fuck?
Dramatic video purportedly shows the moment an ICE agent fatally opened fire on a woman in Minneapolis, who DHS says attempted to barrel her SUV into the path of an officer. DHS says
damn. Oh, that's her. Is that the damn what's that thing? The airbag? Oh, I gotta tell you guys something after. Don't let me forget that I got hit by a damn Edomite last week. Edomite ran me over. I forgot to tell you guys that, but I don't want to take away from this. That's blood on the thing.
Attempted to barrel her SUV into the path of an officer. As multiple angles of the incident have emerged and gone viral across the internet, users are left divided on whether or not the agent's actions were reckless or in self-defense. In the footage, ICE officers order the driver out of the vehicle after she blocked the path of their truck. But as one of the agents attempts to open the door, she quickly throws the car into reverse before trying to speed forward in the direction of another agent in her path. After the vehicle narrowly misses the agent, he fires 3 shots before the car crashes into a white sedan parked nearby on the side of the street. Hundreds of protesters have gathered at the scene, which the city of Minneapolis has identified as the intersection of East 34th Street and Portland Avenue.
This is f***ing ridiculous. You don't protect people.
In the wake of the viral incident, Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem described the officers' actions as defensive and called the incident an act of domestic terrorism during a press conference.
But look, so I think, like I said, Esau versus Esau. So I think she's with the ICE dude. Yeah, I think the mayor dude, he's with this Sheedomite. You know? Let's see.
It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened, it was our ICE officers were out in enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over.
He said the woman attacked. See, this sounds like how they be doing us. That's what I said. you reap what they sow. You know, they be talking about that was sound like how they be doing us. He feared for his life.
Over and rammed them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased.
Democratic Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, however, furiously denounced this narrative in a passionate press conference of his own.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bullshit. And I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis.
DHS Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs Tricia McLaughlin said in a statement, "This is an evolving situation, and we will give the public more information as..."
He is beefy. He said, get the F out of here. Civil war, white on white crime. Oh, ooh, man. What y'all think, though? What y'all think? What do y'all think? Who was wrong? Who was right? Who was wrong? Who was right? We're the judges of the earth. We the judges, so who's wrong? Who's right? Huh? Who was wrong? Who was right? He said, bro said they found out the hotel where some ICE agents staying at, and there's thousands of people out there. Oh, they trying to drag them. They gonna drag them. You know, just get your popcorn, man. That's what we're gonna get. A couple, you know, this ain't our fight, man. They're gonna be civil war. Oh man, it's crazy. yeah, bro. Be careful out there. Don't get dragged up in their stuff. Constantly, I'm on here for a week. Minneapolis seemed crazy. They got a lot of stuff. They got the Somalians over there robbing them blind. They got George Floyd getting knee in his neck. Then they got this sodomite hit with a dynamite. I heard that they're kicking the agents out of the Marriott. They're gonna try to beat them. Watch, they might unalive a few of them. Eye for eye. The girl, don't she married to a woman? That woman might try to get it back in blood. Nasty work. Yep, it don't matter. It really don't matter. To be honest, I don't care. They both wrong for existing. Hold on. I don't even got my bomb. I don't even got my... That's exactly what I said, man. That's exactly what I said. Who cares? I love it. Get your popcorn. That's why I say I don't know too much about it. This is my honest take. When I seen it, I clicked. I seen woman shot in Minnesota, and when I seen that face, I was like, next. I didn't really care. I was happy he wasn't one of my people. It said, my thought, why don't I crime and none of my business? Look at this. Let's get the scripture. I got a scripture for y'all, though. I like the answers, though. I'm glad you guys are, no, we need to be involved. What are you talking about? We need to be involved. I seen this girl. She was Eve, was bad as hell. I'm like, what the hell you bad for? No, they know. The white men are talking about, you know, they kill our men. They laugh when our men died, our kids, and now they're doing it to the woman. We need to protect them. I was like, what, sis? That's how you feeling, sis? Look, Proverbs 26:17. He that pass by and meddleth with strife belonging not to him. This strife don't belong to us. It's like one that take a dog by the ears. You don't want to take a dog by the ears, you're gonna get bit. Let's read it again. He that passed by and meddleth with strife belonging not to him. So this strife don't belong to us. There's a lot of strife going on, folly, and it does not belong to us, you know. Yourself. So yeah, we don't got nothing to do with it. Right? So I like you guys' answers. White on white crime. And who gives a damn? I'm actually enjoying it. Let's get Isaiah. Isaiah 8 and 9. Associate yourselves, O ye people, and ye shall be broken in pieces. The Lord said, associate yourselves with what they got going on, and you're going to be broken up in pieces. That's why we told our brother out there, he said he's out there. We said, bro, don't be careful out there. Let them do what they do. And give ear, all ye of fair countries. Gird yourselves, and ye shall be broken in pieces. Gird yourself, and ye shall be broken in pieces. He says, take counsel together. So you huddle up with them. What we going to do? They just killed this Sheedomite. What we going to do? We need to stop this. And it shall come to naught. Whatever you plan, they come up. That Eve I was talking to, she's talking about, no, this is wrong. It's going to come to naught. Speak the word, and it shall not stand, for God is with us. So you better not associate yourself. Don't meddle with this. Stand clear. Do what you do. The Lord is working. The Lord is working. Right? Because they actually, like she said, they deserve that. You know? The Sheedomite, the Karen got popped. Be not deceived. Galatians 6 and 7. God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. You know? So they've been knocking us off. Now you hear, talking about what they with that body cam. Oh, he feared for his life. Now one of their own gets unalived by the same old trick. I fear for my life. Bang, 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 bang. Her life doesn't mean nothing. Shalom. Her life doesn't mean nothing. Shalom. But what we are going to do, we will this. Luke 21:36. We will watch. That's what we're going to do. We're going to watch. Ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to watch our surroundings, watch the news, watch the signs of the times, and that's part of it. You're watching Civil War rise, you're watching, Trump with his flex on, trying to go out with a bang. And we don't want to be caught up in this stuff. That's why I said that we may be accounted worthy to escape. That we don't get escape means we won't get caught up in that mess that's coming to pass. You dig. My Kushites going crazy too. That's who it is. Kushites and Edomites out here protesting. Yep, Kushites. Nothing to do with us. Kushites and Edomites. And my thought exactly, Minneapolis is a wild place. Sorry, Midwest be doing too much. Maybe it's the cold. Yeah, it's all snowing. And she's driving all crazy, getting shot in the snow. Blood all in the snow. She got blood all in the snow. The snow turned red. She got the snow turned red on her. The snow turned red on her. Her little sodomite wife was bad as hell. And he called her the B word when he clapped her too. I seen another video. He said you effing B. Back out. Back out. Fuck. He hit Becky 3 times with the dog in the car. That's why I got the thumbnail. What they say? What is it? Becky gets clapped and got the Jake like this. It's like, who cares? I didn't see too much either. Jacob is going through it, but the heathen, nothing up for real. Them funny shaved head Somalians was talking massive about us, and look at them exactly. I should have did a I might get them. We should have did a class on their ass. Somalians ugly as hell. He said, I'm the captain now. They said they stealing billions. And Esau's in on it. You already know. That's why it says the border of wickedness is Esau. Judgment under the sun from what she did in her past life. Exactly. She got three in her body. But that's good though. And with that civil war brewing up. Yeah, it needs to have the girl on the passenger side, or that was another side of the car, that was her wife. That's why I said Shedomite, sodomite got hit with a dynamite. A Shedomite, sodomite. You know, all them little sodomites, they act like that. They be hella aggressive and stuff. She said, run her over. Run him over. And he clapped her. See? And Esau so entitled. Jake would have already knew that he was going to pull the trigger. But Esau think nothing can happen to him. So she got caught slipping. And unfortunately, it cost her little life. He sure did call her a B. Yeah, he did. He said, you effing B. Hey, he hit a thumbnail, bro. Hey. Becky gets clapped. Oh, well. But yeah, man, that's all I really got, man. I just wanted to rock with y'all for a little bit, man. Rock with my fam for a little bit. You know, we be kicking it, man. You know, Cash App. For those of you that did Cash App, the water. Like I said, I am in school first week, 1 week down. Yeah. 1 week down, 10 to go. Winter quarter, all praise to the Most High. I got a Jake teacher. I got all my teachers is Jakes. It's good. All my teachers is Jakes. I got 2 teachers, they Jakes. And you know, we be keeping it lit up in there. You know. Okay, let me see. Final thoughts. No. Yeah, final thoughts, man. Yeah, it's like, who cares? I didn't want to try to be too mean on the thumbnail, because he might try to come in, kidnap me. Trump might try to come kidnap. He's like, where's G-Bar at? I see G-Bar. Wow, you're all right. If I tell you, they making compounds of of the damn dude in Venezuela, it's easier for them to get me. I don't want them kidnapping me. Like, you talking about my sister? You making light of my sister getting clapped, boy? I try to be kind of, I try to be kind of nice, try to be kind of not, kind of not too insensitive. I don't want to get kidnapped just yet. I'm trying to prolong just a little bit, You talking about the Somalians? They're the new niggas, huh? You talking about Somalians? Yeah. The water, sis. The water. But yeah. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Appreciate all y'all. All praises to the Most High. All the Edomites is the new niggas. Yeah. You right. They want to be niggas. They want to say it and everything. Yeah. Go ahead. Thanks for this clear color. As you said it, Galatians 6. Yeah, Galatians 6 and 7. You reap. Yeah, final thoughts. Galatians 6 and 7. They reap what they sow, and there's more to come. They haven't seen nothing yet. It's not our business. Don't get caught up. Don't get emotional. I mean, I know y'all don't, but I'm saying for our brothers and sisters out there, they're gonna get caught up in emotional. They might be protesting, but like bro said, he says it's Hamites and Edomites. You might have a little sprinkle of Jakes in there. They're gonna get, that's inevitable. But that's not our fight. Let's sit back and have fun, make light of it, eat some popcorn, and just chill. But with that, Shalom family, love y'all to death. Be safe. Enjoy, yourself. Enjoy your Sabbath. And yeah, just keep it lit, man. Keep it lit. Shalom, Israel. Love y'all. All praise to the Most High and His Son. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah. Kwam Yasharallah.